Today we're going to be talking about a very important subject. Normally, I don't like to talk about personal subject on this channel, but I feel like someone is going to be able to relate to this matter. No matter how crazy the title of this video may be, I feel like someone can relate and maybe find some closure. Before this video starts, I need to say this disclaimer. Everything that you're about to hear is from my personal experience. I'm not saying therapy is bad. I'm not saying no one should go to therapy. This is just my own philosophy, Dave's philosophy. And also, if you're dealing with something traumatic, don't use this video to justify why you shouldn't go to therapy. Take your ass to therapy. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. 3 years ago, I was in a relationship. Thinking about it now, I hate this bitch. I still hate this bitch to this day. It's gonna be 10 years from now and I will still hate this bitch. But I don't want to get off topic. 3 years ago, I was in a relationship, and the relationship has its up and downs. But in this case, it was mostly downs. Of course, I loved her, and I wanted it to work. We were arguing every single day. Every single day we were arguing for something. She was a feminist. I wasn't. I didn't believe in nothing she said. So we constantly crashed. We constantly butt heads. Because the relationship was getting toxic, she mentioned therapy, couples therapy. At first, I was like, you know what? I don't believe in couples therapy. It's stupid. Why am I going to waste money on fucking a stranger who's going to tell me something I already know? It's stupid, right? But, I wanted to salvage the relationship. I wanted it to work. So I'm like, you know what? I'll pay $150 for a stranger to tell me something I already know. I'll pay it. If it'll make you happy, I'll pay it. So I paid, because she didn't pay for shit. I paid the therapy session for the both of us. Going there, I didn't have any expectations. I just thought it was just going to be, a stranger trying to give us advice, But anyway, so we got to the therapy session. So our therapist, she was a white woman. She had the short hair, a few tattoos on her wrists. She was a feminist, right? I didn't know what I was getting into. I'd never been to therapy before. I just thought, this is what people do. This is what therapists look like. So we got in and we started having a small talk conversation. So she asked my girlfriend at that time, she was like, tell me your side of the story of what's going on. So my girlfriend at that time started talking, and then my girlfriend said something that wasn't honest. So I looked at her and I said, that's not true, while she was talking. And when I said that was not true, the therapist, she looked at me. She said, let her talk. Just like that. Not even joking. She gave me the eye. She was like, let her talk. And I'm like, what the fuck? Who are you? Who? Mind you, she yelled it at me. And I'm a grown ass man. You're not about to yell at me. So once she yelled at me, my immediate reaction was to, leave and cuss her out. But I'm like, you know what? This is what my girlfriend wanted. I still wanted to salvage the relationship. So I just sat there and took the yelling. So throughout that whole therapy session, I'm just listening. By that time, I was zoned out because I was no longer interested in what she had to say. Like, you just yelled at me. You don't even know me. I don't think that was the proper way to talk to someone. Yes, I did get my feelings hurt, but you're a professional. You know what I mean? But regardless, so I sat there through the whole session. She didn't get nothing out of me because she didn't establish a relationship of who I am and how to communicate with me. So I shut off mentally throughout that whole process. And once we left, I didn't really learn anything. And my girlfriend at that time didn't learn anything neither. It was just basic. And a few months after that, we broke up. But I say that to say this. Maybe this opinion is coming from a biased place because of my bad experience at my first therapy session. But in a way, I have to thank that lady, because I went to the therapist to find, what's wrong with me, give me a new perspective, how to better think. I came to the therapy session to learn something. I didn't learn anything. So when I got back home, I started asking myself, maybe there is something wrong with me. Like, maybe do I have communication issues? Do I have problems showcasing love? I was asking myself all these type of questions to check myself. Maybe she knew something I didn't know, right? But I came into a conclusion that, she was a feminist and she ain't like me ever since I walked in the door. So I didn't beat myself too much on the head, like I said. But I would like to thank her because I actually went back and checked myself on certain things that people called out, whether it was my ex or my family members. I actually went back to do a self-diagnosis, and I was able to solve most of the problems that I was dealing with. And I would thank her for that indirectly. So my problem with therapy is I don't like the fact that I have to, in a way, depend on someone to fix me. I don't like that idea. I feel like it's better that I fix it myself and then go to therapy. I don't want to have a problem and then I have to rely on someone else to fix my problem. What if I'm dealing with something and that person is not readily available? Then what? I go crazy? So I feel like it puts me in a mental shackle to depend on someone else, and I can't live in a world where I have to depend on someone else. So that's like my second problem with therapy. My third and last point, I don't like the transaction that involves around therapy. Like if I want someone to give me advice and help me, I would want them to care. So me paying a therapist $150 or $100, I feel like it's not genuine. You know what I mean? Like if I'm giving you my problems, if I'm giving you what I'm dealing with personally, some things like something that's personal to me, I wouldn't want to pay you right after because it's not genuine. Picture this. If you go to your mom and be like, hey mom, I had a bad day at work, and she hugs you and kisses you. And then after 5 minutes, she's like, yeah, that'll be $150. You're going to be like,
$150.
right? It wouldn't work. So yeah, my main problem with that is I don't like the idea that I got to pay you after I just pour my heart out in conversation with you. I feel like it doesn't work. I'm not that type of person. I just feel like I can't pay for someone else's care. I don't have the heart to pay you to listen to me. Plus, you're going to tell me the same shit you tell all your other clients. Oh yeah, everything's going to be all right. You just got to do this, that, the third. Like how many times a day do you tell a person that? Really? It's like I'm paying for the same answers. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I don't get it, but maybe this all coming from a biased place. But I genuinely would like you guys to give me your honest opinion in the comment section. Thanks for watching. If you like that video, I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. So like, share, and subscribe and get me there. Thank you.